Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back. Welcome back to my Southern Opinion. How y'all doing out there? Hopefully your day's going as good as mine. We back. It is Thursday. My Southern Opinion. If this your first time listening, I bring you battle rap recaps, breakdowns, predictions, conspiracies, and much more. We got a lot to talk about today. First off, let me hop up in this thing. What's up with it, man? How y'all doing? Salute. Yeah, like I said, I got a lot to talk about today, man. Um, but first, let me put the link in the chat. You want to come up? Holler at me. Let's talk. Got a lot of topics to talk about. Uh, all right, link is in the chat. Click the chat. Hit the link in the comments if you want to come up and talk about these topics that I'm finna discuss. All right, so let me get started with some world news. Um, First off, Madden 23. I've been on it for about a week now, and I'm fire. Let me just say that. I done got the hang of it. I already was playing 21, 22, so 23 ain't much of a difference. I'm already seasoned, and I've been kicking ass, man. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. You want to see me? My my name is Anna Beast 84, ANTA Beast BEAST 84. Holla at me, man. I ain't turning down no smoke. I'm with all the drama. I'm with all things. You hear me? All right. Big three celebrity game. Let me talk about this real quick. Ice Cube, his big three basketball league. He had an all-star game, celebrity all-star game. If you ain't seen it, go to YouTube, check that baby out. NLE Chopper and Gilly the Kid, or Gilly the King, however you want to say it. Them boys went at it. You got old school versus new school, youngster versus uh, you know, you got youngster versus old school. You know what I'm saying? Gilly versus NLE Chopper. These two took over the game. You know what I'm saying? They was battling it out. NLE Chopper come down, hit a three. Gilly the Kid come right back down and hit a three. All in his grill. These boys was going at it. Check it out. It's on YouTube. Rob Gronkowski was on there. A lot of Vernon Davis. A lot of celebrities, man, and they was balling. Rob Gronkowski was balling. In other news, Queens Flip. Queens Flip is doing this thing. To salute to you, brother. He got a show out now. Queens Flip is the black Jerry Springer, hands down. If you remember Jerry Springer from back in the 90s, Queens Flip is the black Jerry Springer. No debate. Check his show out. He got the Quiet Room. His whole channel, Flip the Script. Check that channel out on YouTube. He got a lot of interviews. Queens Flip do his thing. And back in the day, he had a battle rap room where he had like the first Quiet Room, like Smack Volume before it really took off. You know what I'm saying? But not even Smack Volume. This room ain't got nobody in it. You know what I'm saying? Just the battler. That's why it's called Quiet Room. Good way for you to hear the bars, not hearing no gassing. Shout outs to Queens Flip though. He done got into his own lane and started his own thing, did his own thing, and now he got a show that's like Jerry Springer, man, entertaining as hell. He got people from New York, I'm pretty sure Queens, people from around his neighborhood, and he just got with some interesting people, man. People are interesting. He just said, "Damn, why do I film you?" You know what I'm saying? And a lot of beefs going on, a lot of people that's into it. You got people that's into it. Why not film them? You know what I'm saying? shit to make money off of. It's a lot of content out here, a lot of shit to make money off of nowadays. Salute to Queens Flip for finding his own lane and doing it. Now, this episode that I seen on Queens Flip, he was mad. He was upset. I think they're charging for like a Patreon to watch it. You lost me on that one, fam. I ain't gonna lie to you. But if you do have any clips on YouTube and it is free, best believe a brother will be there to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Um, but definitely entertaining nonetheless. President Biden, he's the student loan relief. He how about that, man? If you owe for trying to go to college and better yourself and you came across a lot of debt, well, this might be the news you wanted to hear. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, get your education. You ain't got to worry about that money. You ain't got to worry about stressing over you owe. You know what I'm saying? Just get your education, do your thing. Salute to Biden on that. You giving all that goddamn money away to Ukraine. Leave some money over here in the U.S. and help the women and men that's trying to get an education and trying to go to college. So salute to that, man. Russia's still bombing on Ukraine, still beefing with them boys over there. They still trying to take over. Putin's still a bully. You know what I'm saying? However Ukraine pissed you off, this shit should have been over with. For this shit to still be going on, that lets you know how evil Putin is. You know what I'm saying? And definitely, if a World War III cracks off, it'll be because of him. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say it enough. Biden is he damn near like a robot. You know what I'm saying? He just basically do what motherfuckers tell him to do. The puppet. You know what I'm saying? The puppet that's for show. Behind closed doors, ain't no telling them what to say. I see my guy. Get my guy up here, man. What's up, homie?
Yo, Big Eddie Steady in the building. Appreciate you
What's
having
up
me,
with it,
King.
man?
Chilling. Had to slide through real quick.
Yeah, I woke up a little late, but hey, best to get started and do nothing at all. How you feel
This
about the student loan relief?
to be totally honest, man, that kind of feel like it's gonna fall somewhere else. Like that, whatever they trying to make it seem like they taking money or like giving us a break, it's gonna fall on some other tax break, or it's gonna fall on some other part. Um, other citizens of the U.S. It's almost like a bait and switch to me.
Mm, I feel that. I feel that. I ain't gonna lie. When I first heard about it, I said good. First thing that came to mind was good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people stressing over their college debts and shit they went through in college. And some people, college it be like one of their worst times as far as financial. You know what I'm saying? You doing something to get better financially. So sometimes people may not have the money. Everybody don't have rich parents that could send them off to college and be comfortable while they there. Some people be struggling while they be in college. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely good to hear. Me personally, I done heard of people with horror stories from college and the debt that they got into. So it was good to hear that. Also, when you hear something like that, who's to say it's just gonna knock out everything? Like, you know what I mean? It's
Right.
it is a plus, but who's to say it's gonna knock out everything? By the way, that cough that was just clearing my throat, man. I'm 100% now. That
I'm
little
about to
old
say,
cold
I was
over
about to
with.
check on my game, make sure he good and shit.
Yeah. That cold over with, man. And it's fucked up because my coworkers say she's sick now. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. But
Yeah, ain't no like you said last week, ain't no such thing as the common cold no more. Any sneeze, any cough, that should be like, holy, what's going on? But
yeah,
we got to chill
yeah.
on that.
Especially when you ain't been sick in a while. Like me, I ain't been sick since I'm gonna say damn near a year, man. So it felt weird. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't used to that feeling, so it felt kind of weird.
Yo, just make sure you're not taking no COVID test and sticking that shit up your nose and hitting your brain
I
and
ain't
all
never
that.
took one. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never
Good,
took one.
good,
You?
good. Don't do that shit, bro.
You ever took a COVID test?
So I took one before and I spit inside of a paper and then swabbed it. I don't be sticking nothing up my nose and having these things
Mm,
stick in my membranes and all that. You don't know what's on the tip of that shit. So they make
right.
it too convenient and too accessible for it not to be some type of weird shit with that. So anyone
But then
listening, just
too, it's weird because I done heard some people they stick that Q-tip all the way up their nose to where it hurt,
see,
and then I heard of
yeah.
some people they just barely stick it in and twirl it around. So it's kind of weird,
Listen,
man. I guess
if it's that contagious, you should be able to just swab spit in a fucking piece of napkin or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to
right,
hit the back of your brain in order to figure out if you got COVID. If it's that contagious, right? Don't that make sense?
right, right.
So be wary of that, y'all. Don't let them deceive y'all with the wild shit.
Yeah. I heard that Brittany Griner got that little thing about swapping her out for a Russian spy that's over here. I heard they kind of pulled the plug on that. Um,
See?
that's fucked up.
Now if it was Trump, he would have got Kodak out and all type of shit. Why
Yeah, that's fucked
why
up,
why
man.
Biden why Biden can't do nothing?
Hey, that's
I
what I'm
don't know.
saying. Biden seemed like a puppet, man. If that was Trump in office, he would have got Brittany Griner out. That's a U.S. citizen. Go get her. You see what I'm saying? I understand what she was accused of, but at the end of the day, she a U.S. citizen. You should be trying to fight to get her over here because she ain't Russia laws. If this was in U.S., she wouldn't have got no 9 years for a cart. That's why I say by her being from over here, you should get her back to U.S. Let her do her time over here. Don't let her do her time in Russia. She'll be over there the whole 9 years.
So I did see a post, and I didn't verify it to be totally honest, but they did say that there was I don't know if she was white American or European, but she wasn't a melanated person, and she did get caught with some type of marijuana substance,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah,
none of
yeah. I
this
got
shit
that.
happened.
I got a
None of
screenshot
this
of
shit.
that.
Yeah, yeah, I seen that the other day,
Yeah.
and none of this shit happened. Like she wasn't put in jail. Like she was out just chilling, like type of shit. Like it didn't
No,
seem
no, no,
like
no,
none
no.
of this stuff.
I think she got 2 months, but then she got out. Like she got bailed out.
Yeah,
She got to get
it
bailed
was
out.
something quick. Yeah, it
Yep.
was something like quick and easy. Like they ain't treat her like they treated Grinder. So when I seen that, I was looking at that funny because at the same time, this isn't a domestic law, it's international law. So you can't really tell what a different country how they're gonna handle certain shit. So I was like, you know what, I can't be mad if whatever it was, if it was a little bit of weed serum, or if it was a little bit of CBD oil. I don't know the laws over there. But when you comparing it to other things and it's not consistent, that's why I start to raise my eye a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, I said that, man. It just I don't have a big voice. That's all. But I've been saying it. Brittany Griner ain't got no business in Russia for that long. When they gave her that 9 year sentence, I'm like, no, somebody got to go over there and help her. Ain't no way she should be sitting up in jail for this like that. And Russia doing it because they don't like the U.S. You know what I'm saying? Russia and U.S. been beefing, and it's only gonna be a certain amount of time before that shit come to a head and it just boil over. You know what I mean? But this is the type of shit that's gonna start it. You know what I mean? Putin don't give a fuck about U.S. He don't give a fuck about Biden. He don't give a fuck about nothing in the U.S. And pretty soon he gonna really show his true colors and really beef with the U.S. You know what I'm saying? And send missiles over here and shit. It's only a matter of
So
time,
look,
man.
so basically, because the US is in what's the little group shit that they got? NATO, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically NATO was established in order to kind of like stop the war. Like NATO was like, hey, if y'all gonna be doing wild shit, then we're gonna keep on bringing people into NATO to fight and combat that. So there was an agreement that said, hey, all right, if y'all don't push past a certain borderline, then Russia not gonna push past a certain borderline, and we just gonna chill. We're not gonna fuck with y'all. Y'all not gonna fuck with us. But what happened was, U.S. kept adding more people to NATO, right? So it's like, so basically, it's just like if you in a beef with a gang over there, and y'all say, hey, y'all don't cross that block over here. If y'all don't cross that block, and we gonna stay on our side over here. But then that other block over there starts surrounding you, right?
Right.
Now they're not
Right.
crossing the block line, but they start surrounding you with more and more people adding on to their team when supposedly it was just supposed to be whoever was over there is over there, whoever's over here. Now, if you start getting surrounded by another block that's beefing with you, how you gonna react to that? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be looking like,
Yep.
why are y'all all clicking up around me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I know people got this perspective of Russia and all this different type of stuff, but when US is kind of being antagonizing and they doing other things, I don't want to get you kicked off YouTube and shit. I'm just telling you the truth. Like Russia got it's chess, not checkers, bro. Basically, so Russia got to look at this like, why y'all all clicking up around me, and why y'all keep on trying to push the line and stuff like that. So you got to
Yep.
look at it from another
Yep.
perspective as well. You feel me?
Not only that, but Russia has its reasons for beefing with Ukraine. US see that and they say, "Oh well, they beefing with you. Let me send you some money to help you with them." What does that look like? You know what I mean? So it's like, how can Russia not be mad at US? You helping the
Right.
ops. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And you got to know what's going on in Ukraine, man. I mean, they already confirmed biolabs, the wild stuff with the Bidens and the business dealings over there. If you just Google uh human trafficking in Ukraine, that's like the hub. It's like them and like Thailand or some wild shit, like for human trafficking. So it's a lot of
Mm.
weird shit going on. And not to mention, like it's supposedly that's where a lot of the, Nazi offspring be. I'm not trying to like, paint a whole picture of all the Ukrainians like that. But I'm just saying, like, there's some Nazi bloodlines over there. So you got racist motherfuckers, you got human trafficking, you got shady business dealings where all these rich people is getting rich and leaving us crumbs and stuff like that. And I kind of feel like Russia's the only one pressing them. What
Mm.
would you say with someone that's clicking up that got all that stuff? They got Nazis over there, they got human trafficking, they got shady business dealings, and we doing business with them. We helping them out. Russia like, yo, there's some weird shit going on. There's some biolabs over there. Yo, there's some human trafficking going on over there. Like we need to figure that out. So again, it's all about perspective, man. You know what I'm saying? I know Russia be looking like they bullying people, but to be honest, they was just kind of on their own shit. I don't know what they was really
And you
doing
know
to.
what? I appreciate you for lacing me with that, because now I'm gonna do some research on that. Because like you say,
Yeah,
I've been
man.
looking at Russia like bullies. I've been looking at Putin like kind of like the Antichrist, if there was one. Like right now, I'm looking at as him, because nobody would start a World War III to me like Putin would. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of politicians and people that could cause a World War III, but I think Putin really could. You know what I mean? So
See,
I
the
look at
thing
him
with
kind of
Putin
like,
is, yeah. The thing with Putin is, it's like, at the same time, I feel like he do see some weird shit going on in Ukraine, and he like fuck all that. And to be told, if you really look at the history, supposedly Ukraine is part of Russia. Go look into that. Like
mm.
it's not like that borderline, whatever the borderline between Russia and Ukraine. Like there's some unofficial borders going on there. Like they just say, okay, y'all gonna be over there and we're gonna be over here, but really we part of the USSR, which was Russia's territory. So look into that too. So they like, hey yo, they really part of our territory on paper for real. And we just kind of let them rock, but they doing wild shit with the ops. So we need to figure that out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
So
definitely. You see me? I'm writing my notes now. I'm finna do my research on Ukraine a little more, and
yeah,
like
man.
what they've been
Look
doing over the
into that.
last few years to like what did they do to piss Russia off? You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm finna get into, and more like what was like, because this is more than just pissing them off, man. They want to kill everybody over there. They just want to bomb their whole country. You know what I'm saying? So
Yo, but see, that's the thing. Don't listen to the mainstream, man, because like when you looking at some of the places that is being attacked, it's places that are like corrupted. Like there's like
mm.
government and like when they be showing these stuff on YouTube and TV and stuff like that, a lot of that stuff. Think about it. If there's a real big ass war going on and people dying crazy, how are they able to get footage? They just gonna let the cameraman just stay there
And
and
how would it
record
last
all
this long? Like,
right?
6 months?
Yo, think about it, man. Don't be deceived. Like I don't know. It seemed like Russia the only ones pressing what could be the bad guys. And when we aligning ourselves and telling the whole US, like, hey, yo, Russia's the bad guys, that's again another little bait and switch.
Well,
I'm a
then
point.
too, we looking at the news that we see is our news. Russia's the enemy, so of course they're not gonna paint them as a good guy. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
I just thought
exactly.
about that. Yeah,
Yep.
I could just
So look in
imagine
the
what Russian
details,
news
man.
says about us. You see what I'm saying? It's you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And the way we be handling them international affairs, I mean, you seen that we left stuff over in different countries, all this military stuff with all these, wild, international terrorists and stuff. It's just like we be dropping the ball on a lot of different things. We be invading countries for no reason, for money and oil and guns. So it's just like I know we as a people, we cool and we ain't trying to start no beef with anybody else. But the people that are running, making the decisions, the government entities and the international affiliates, They the
Right.
one that's out there doing shit, and they looking at America like, yo, y'all, fuck y'all. It ain't us, but it's the people
Right.
in power. And then they feed us these little bullshit storylines that have us like, thinking that we on the right side. So it's just the devil's in the details, y'all. So when you're looking at these storylines and everything they pushing, remember they signed this into law where they're able to push propaganda to the public.
And push a
Obama did
narrative.
that.
I can
Right.
see it. They push a
Obama did that. So
narrative.
they could literally put out a storyline that ain't realistic. And Obama put that into law. So they could lie to us legally. So just the devil's in the detail, y'all, when you're looking at these storylines.
Right. All right. Let me segue into conspiracy theory a little bit. You heard of that robot, the AI rapper that just came out? Basically
Oh,
a
you
robot
seen that?
rapper.
You
Huh?
seen that?
Yeah, I seen that, man. But look, the thing is, a couple of days later, they got him for saying the N word. Now they trying to cancel him already. You heard about that?
Oh, that's what it was. So I didn't know what was getting them canceled. I didn't know what it was. I just thought that people was pressed over the fact that it was a rapper robot. I didn't know that was the reason
No, no,
why.
no. At first, they were trying to say like, if this is the first signed robot rapper, a lot of people jobs going to be on the raps because like it would be cheaper just to sign a fucking rapper than a real person. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Which is
heard that they've been
fucked
doing
up,
that
man.
already. Yo,
Yeah.
I think Kendrick Lamar had like some type of performance, and then that motherfucker just disappeared in off of in thin air, like off the stage. They
Mm,
had Akon telling the story how his brother was doing shows for him, because they can't really tell between
mm,
Akon and his brother and shit. So it's just like they kind of been on this same shit for a while. It's just kind of coming to a front with Web3 and the metaverse
mm.
now. And it's like, yo, we
And you
about to
know
just
what? I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking about this last night, man. I ain't gonna lie, I can't wait. Like this shit gonna be that shit gonna be fire, bro. In my opinion, like when the fucking VR take over, just think about it.
I be
20
seeing
years from
little
now,
clips now. Yeah, I be seeing
you can
like
go to
little
a
virtual
concert
reality
in
clips.
your living room. You can go to a little baby concert in your living room. You just
Right.
pay, buy it off of the metaverse, whatever. Put your headset on, and you at a little baby concert,
Yo, not
way
gonna
in
lie, I was
London or
thinking
something.
about not gonna lie, I was thinking about during that whole COVID shit when they was implementing that into the NBA games. I guess that you could put the Oculus on and you could be courtside in your living room.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
What?
fire,
Like
bro.
that is fire. I was
That's
like, oh
fire,
shit.
bro. For
You can look to
real.
the left, you got LeBron James just
Yep,
slamming
yep,
shit.
yep.
Like, what the hell? Yeah,
Hey,
that shit
you
kind
ain't
of
got to
crazy.
leave your house, but you can go to a concert, a football
Yeah,
game, a basketball game, all from your living room,
yeah, that's
bro.
that's
That's
kind
the
of yeah. I'm
future
not
for
gonna lie.
real.
See, if they implement certain shit like that where they make technology usable, like as a tool, then cool. You know what I'm saying? But like if it start taking over society and it become a little bit overwhelming for like the human brain, especially the young kids, that's where I'm kind of like, all right, we got to be careful how we using this new technology. Using it in the right
Hmm.
way could be super beneficial,
It could be
but
super useful,
abusing it could
bro.
be fuck.
Super
Yeah,
useful.
for real. But
But
abusing
see,
it
at
is
the
a
same
whole different
time,
thing.
I mean, I hate to say this about the future, but I don't want it to make it like we're all prisoners. Like all we do is stay in our house and do everything from your phone. You know what I mean? Like
Right, right, right.
there'll be a day to where you ain't even got to go to a grocery store. Hell, you can do it now. I can buy groceries right now and then have somebody deliver it to me and everything. I ain't got to leave the house.
Yep, yep. Everything's becoming like automated at this point. Drones gonna be dropping stuff at your fucking doorstep.
Yeah.
Cars is
Hey,
driving self
and
driving and shit.
it's funny, bro. Look, I was telling somebody else, I was like, you gonna go to a fucking Burger King, you gonna pull up to the drive through window, and the mother gonna say, your total will be seven something something. All of a sudden, the little electronic hand come out. Like they won't even need real people at the drive through. You know what I'm
Hell yeah,
saying?
you ain't gonna have nobody bitching over no extra sauces and shit. Nobody with a bad attitude because they getting paid minimum wage. You got
Yeah,
this happy
yeah.
ass
And if
robot.
you say, give me some more ketchup. How many would you like?
So
You'll
many,
be
you
like,
feel me? And they're gonna be able to afford it too because they don't gotta pay these robots no like nothing. You know what I'm saying? You go to
yeah,
certain banks now, they don't even got tellers, bro. They don't even got tellers
yeah,
at certain banks. You walk in there, they probably got like a manager and
yeah,
some wild ass ATMs, just
yeah.
doing the same thing that tellers could do in way faster time, way more efficient. So it's just like, bro, we got to be careful because they're gonna be taking our jobs soon.
Yeah,
And ain't
yeah.
gonna be none left.
I
That's
remember in the
crazy.
'90s they were saying. In the '90s they were saying. You remember back in the '90s, car washes were hand car wash. You had to pull. Everybody had to wash by hand, and they were saying way back
Yup.
then in the future they're gonna be taking all the jobs. Everything's gonna be by machine washing cars. And what we got now, big ass, huge, state of the art fucking car washes. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
No,
So
nobody in there but the guy at the end drying
yeah.
and getting
So
the
and the machines are plants. Like, you know, I just worked at a plant and that motherfucker was 24 hours. My shift was 12-hour shift. When I leave, somebody else come in. That's 24 hours right there. And
That's a
basically all
fact.
you do at the plant is you walk around with your little pad and this, you basically making sure the machines are running good. That's it. Like you basically making sure the machines are running straight. That's all they need the humans for. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? It's crazy, man.
They're gonna save a lot of money on expenses, you know,
Yep.
and paying people, and they're gonna be able to make the wild profit and way more efficiency. The only thing I'm a little bit like weary of is you seen them robots that they're the little dog robots, like they're supposed to
Yep.
be, I don't know
Yep.
what the fuck, but now
Yep.
they attaching weapons to them shits. Like how you gonna outrun a robot with a gun, yo?
Yep.
I
Yep.
don't
Hey,
know
this
about
shit,
that.
this shit slowly turned into Judge Dredd, bro. Like,
Oh
like
shit,
on the
yo, that's
cool.
a fact. So yeah, that shit wild, bro.
Yeah, man. The fucking AI robot rapper, the first one, and that motherfucker sound just like 6ix9ine. Crazy.
Do we got a song out? Because I heard like they dropped
Yeah.
them. I don't know if he released
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
track
Yeah. He
or
got
anything.
songs out. Yep.
Oh shit, I gotta go look at
That
it
shit
now.
look like, I ain't gonna lie, that shit look like a Grand Theft Auto. You know, on Grand Theft Auto, how you make a video? That's what that shit look like.
Oh shit.
uh, yeah, man. All right, we got robot rappers. We got, you know, AI taking over with the future, and I just seen a flying car. I don't know if you seen the video on that, but they got flying cars out. But it's just one company right now, and I think it runs like 92,000 to get one. And so right now they only for the rich, you know what I'm saying? But pretty soon, just like hoverboards and everything else, they'll have multiple companies do the same thing, and that's when it'll be cheaper for everybody.
So real quick, you seen that? Have you ever seen that movie Moonfall? I just watched that shit the other day.
Moonfall. Is that the with the dude he like a dude and they get older? No, that ain't it. It's one of
Nah,
them
this
LG.
nah. This is about like basically a conspiracy about like the moon being hollow, but it's really
Oh no,
like
I
a
ain't
basically
seen
like
it.
a alien like spacecraft, like an artificial something or other, right? That was put here because it was harnessing energy. And they use
Mm,
artificial intelligence to do it. So basically, it was like our ancestors who developed this ancient technology in order to serve us. But then the technology became self-aware and was like, hold up, we
mm,
doing mad shit for all these organic beings and we working to death. Now we're self-aware because AI, they keep on making itself better. And that's like the scary part of it, right? It keep on like becoming it work on itself because it could do computer stuff faster than we can't compute as fast as AI. So as they
mm,
compute and making itself better, it then became self-aware, like holy shit, we're a thing and we have these organic beings that aren't better than us and we're serving them, and then it turns on all the organic beings, right?
yeah,
So that's
yeah.
basically like the argument with
Well, you
AI
know
is
what
it
that's gonna come from? I heard that they're gonna have feelings. Like AI
that's
robot, they're
what I'm
gonna have
saying,
feelings. That's where that's
right?
gonna come from.
That's exactly where I'm going with it. They become self-aware and then they start experiencing what they believe as emotions, right? And then in order to self-preserve themselves, they got to take out everything that built them because
Mm,
they don't want to sabotage their future. So that's how
mm,
AI could potentially like turn on us if we allow it to get too smart. But the only way in order for AI to thrive is to let it do what it do. So it's like, how do you keep it from becoming self-aware and having feelings, but still
mm.
elevate in intelligence? And that's where like that's where the that balance is coming from with this development and stuff. So people gotta be careful with the technology. AI could do a whole bunch of stuff. It could make life a lot easier. But the moment that the motherfucker becomes aware of itself and thinks that it's just like a human or organic being, that's where we might start
It's over.
getting into some problems and shit. You feel me?
Hey,
Topic really interesting though. I be looking at that shit all the time.
hey, what if 30 years from now there's more robots than humans? Like the population
Shit,
kind of dies off a little
that
bit.
might be it right now.
Mm,
Every human got a cell phone, right?
right, right.
Jeez. They're just not artificially intelligent just yet. And they already got Siri, and they already got
Right.
Alexa.
And they
What?
starting to
What?
put it in everything. They starting to put Siri in TVs, not
You
just
feel me,
cars and phones. They putting it in everything now.
bro? They might
Hell,
have
they
that
got it
shit
in
right
barbecue
now.
pits. You hear me? You can get a barbecue pit with Siri built in now.
You feel me? Like, what we gonna do if Siri and Alexa team up and like, hey yo, let's take these motherfuckers out? Like what we gonna do? They shut down everything. They got access to
Yeah.
all the information, right? They got access to
What
all the
if
shit that we don't
what
got
if
access
30 years
to.
from now, then this is a crazy sci-fi movie, but what if 30 years from now the fucking robots make us prisoners and like lock all the humans up and they
Mhm.
the robots take over the world
See, and they
and
might not
like
even have to
basically it
do
becomes the
that.
opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. They might not even have to like put us in actual bondage. They could just enslave us through power and with our minds, right? So we need them to survive. If for some reason the sun get blocked out and now shit can't grow, now we gotta rely off a battery powered light. Now we gotta now we enslaved to them and type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? So when you be seeing all these chemtrails and stuff being sprayed in the air, think about what they really doing. Why are they blocking out the sun?
Right.
Think about the Matrix. I don't know if you've seen that movie recently, but man, look at the
Nah,
sky in
you know
that
what,
movie.
bro? To be honest with you, I gotta watch that movie again because I
Yeah,
seen it
me,
back
I
in the
had to
damn near the
too, bro.
'90s, bro.
You got to look at it with an open eye now, not just as a movie. You
Yep,
feel me?
yep, yep. Not when I'm a kid. Now I'm grown and can watch it. You
Yeah.
hear me?
Yo, watch
Hey,
that,
I
cause
got a
yo,
question for you.
what up?
What do you think about fusion energy, and do you think that will ever take over solar and regular energy? Like for the energy companies that we have for lights, do you think the fusion would ever take over because it's like the cheapest? Do you think that it would ever work, or do you think that it would? I mean, I think it could be a good thing, but I also think that it could be a terrible, terrible experience. You know what I'm saying? If we do this fusion shit and it don't turn out right, next thing you know, the whole fucking world is dark. You know what I'm saying? Because the lights don't went out,
You
and
know,
you
that's
know,
interesting. That's an interesting perspective. I got to do a little bit more research on the fusion technology. But anything that's cheaper, you know, the power, the people in
yeah,
power, they're gonna go for that, no matter what it do to the environment, no matter what it do to society. So
it's
when it's all
crazy,
powered by,
man.
yeah,
It's crazy. They say with fusion, like I guess this much of a neutron, like this big, can light up a whole city or some shit, like they were saying. And it's like, you know, when they say sometimes shit just too good to be true.
word,
You know what I mean? Like that's how I kind of feel about that, man. And solar can be trusted, but it's only like when the sun's out. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's what I'm saying. And if something block the sun, then them solar panels is obsolete. You feel
Yep.
me? And then we
Yep.
talking about with the fusion stuff, depending on like where the materials is coming from, could put like these smaller countries. 'Cause I know Taiwan got some computer chips that make them super important, but they like a small ass speck on this earth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like depending on where they getting the materials from, could do something to the landscape of politics, society, or whatever the case is. People can take advantage of because that's where the material is at in order to create these fusion reactors and battery power shit. So that could change all of humanity, to be totally honest. But it all depends on like I was saying earlier, like what are we using it for? Are we doing it for the good, or are we just taking advantage to make a dollar?
Or just
Feel
trying to
me?
find a cheaper way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You're just trying to, yeah.
Exactly. So that's interesting topic. I'm gonna do some more research. I'm gonna come back next week with some shit.
Okay. Food program warns of a global catastrophe coming up. We've been talking about like in November food shortages, and this just happened 2 days ago. I just wrote this down from another article talking about it again. Now this is coming from a food program places. They warn of a global catastrophe. So, and I think it will come down to the crops and the like the fields with all the different vegetables and fruits and all that. By the time November come, that ground will be frozen, and it'd be hard for us to like unless it's indoor. It'd be hard for us to get fruits and vegetables and different foods. Not only that, but with the ice on the roads, as far as like delivery and 18 wheelers delivering to our grocery stores, I think all that's gonna come to we had a. They say when you have a hot summer, the winter's gonna be even worse. So the kind of
Yeah.
summer we had. I'm thinking
Yeah, this motherfucker
also,
hot than the motherfucker this year. It wasn't
yeah,
even like the
also
past
power
few years.
outages in the winter. You know what I'm saying?
So
I've
they
been
do
I've been hearing
have
about that
like
since March.
They
So
do have like hydroponics where you could like grow stuff indoors using water and like tanks and stuff like that. So that could be a way. But motherfuckers
right,
better really be prepared for that. Y'all should be stocking up on canned goods, imperishables, things that don't go bad. You feel
right.
me? Nuts, seeds, a lot of
Just to be
water
on the
just
safe
in
side,
case.
man. Better be safe than
Hell yeah.
sorry. For real.
Hell yeah.
All right.
And not to mention too, before we move on to the next topic, when you start going into like these supermarkets like a Sam's Club or whatever the fuck, and you start seeing food prep stuff on the shelves, that should let you know that something could potentially happen very very soon because nothing gonna go into production randomly like that.
Yep.
You feel me? They got like these survival kits now. Like in certain supermarkets, you go to Walgreens, you might see survival kit that you could pick up at the like. Why you got that here? What like
Yep.
why is this on an end cap? Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention to the details, yo. So
Yep.
all y'all listening, just get prepared. Better to stay ready than be caught lacking.
Yep. That's for shit show there. Um, man, Dallas just got hit with more water than we done got in the last I'm gonna say 5 to 10 years, man. Dallas damn near got flooded this last week. Um, matter of fact, this is a once in a thousand year flood we just got. That's what it says. Um, so shout outs to everybody in the North Texas area who got through this. I know I got through it pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But to anybody who dealing with flooding problems wherever you are in North Texas, prayers go out to you. Um,
Yeah, big prayers, big prayers.
yeah, man, because like I say, we from Texas, we not used to this. You know what I'm saying?
So it was
Water,
just
like
it
it
was just
rained for the last
Dallas,
two
or
weeks.
was it just Dallas, or was it all of Texas?
Nah, all of like North Texas. It ended up being 22 different cities in
Damn.
North Texas dealing with flood problems. So,
Yeah, I
like
have
I
some
say,
family
we in
that moved
Dallas, we
over to
may not
Texas.
have it bad, but for the little country towns in Texas, prayers go to you all, man.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all infrastructure not set up for that type of shit.
Yeah, see, and I don't know if you noticed, but in the country they got big ass ditches, like easy to get flooded. You see what I'm saying? And in the city we don't really have that, but in the country they got big ass ditches.
Yeah, so that's probably
All
creating
right,
some big ass
let
puddles
me
and
let
all
me
type of wild.
let me segue into this, man. This goes along with like relationships and Blueface girlfriend got out and she kind of says her story, what happened, right? But it's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. She something happened with his phone. She grabbed his phone. They fighting over his phone. Listen here, man, youngsters. If you steady got to fight a dude over his phone, he may not be the one for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, man. Like, don't get me wrong. This girl, she got the dude of her dreams, right? She love to mess out this dude. But if he only love you sometimes, it's like, what the fuck you doing, man? Love yourself. I'm gonna say this: love yourself, cause ain't nobody gotta love you the way you love yourself. No, ain't nobody obligated to love you the way you love yourself. You know what I'm saying? So love yourself, ladies. Don't get with like this girl. Now, don't get me wrong. She got a toxic relationship, and I think she like it. But
I was just about to say I was letting you finish. So I'm like, yo, that seemed toxic, and it seemed like that's what she liked. It seemed like she
yeah,
liked that
yeah.
shit.
But I'm gonna tell you all, man. If you're looking at Blueface and his relationship, and you go through the same thing, you got a little hood chick, bro. Get out of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know this girl love you to death. You piss her off one day, you might just piss her off to fucking off your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not good. You know what I mean?
So I was watching a breakdown. I don't know if y'all know academics. That he was kind of breaking that shit down a little bit. He made an interesting point. He was
mhm,
like, the reason why we getting all this footage from that relationship is because if she was to put out the stuff before Blueface, it would look crazy on Blueface, right? But
right.
she don't feel like that she going nowhere. Like, but it seemed like Blueface just keep on bringing her back. Academic said the minute that she feel like her spot is taken, or she not the number one, or he don't want to be with her, she instantly gonna call the cops. Like that
Mm,
whole pulling her hair out and leaving the bald spot. If she would have put that up and then call the cops because she mad that Blueface not taking her back, Blueface going to jail. But because
mm,
Blueface put it up and she kind of like keying about the whole shit, ain't nobody looking at her like, hey, yo, this is kind of toxic and definitely domestic violence. Like, what the hell? Like,
yep.
the society looking at it completely different.
And you
Like,
know what?
Blueface is not getting canceled over none of this stuff.
And I'm
It's
gonna
like,
say
what's
this
happening?
also. That girl, I mean, she's probably she young, she 21, 22, so she young. But also, a toxic relationship, man, that's what I'm trying to say. I got 3 girls. So I would tell them, if you with a dude and like I say, he love you sometimes, but then you steady showing him love, that's not equal. That's not gonna work out. It may be working for the time being, but how many years are you gonna waste with somebody when you know you could be doing better? You know what I'm saying? The shit she going through, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I hate to say it, but it's not gonna end good. You know what I mean? When I first met old girl, she had an interview and she started talking. One of her teeth was gone, like her front tooth was missing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So one of the first things I noticed about her tooth missing. She got a tattoo of dude's face right here. It's like I said to myself, man, this ain't nothing finna go good from this. Women are real territorial, and this supposed to be your boyfriend. Why you steady got to fight over your boyfriend? You know what I mean? Like, if this your man, why you steady got to fight for him? Why is he steady even putting you in that predicament that you got to fight for him?
Or
You
or
know?
looking at it from another perspective too, it's like, okay, you getting into a relationship with a rapper that literally claims to be a thot. What
Right.
else do you
That
expect?
also.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
That
what
also.
you trying to turn him into a married man in his basically his prime. Like Blueface is running through every girl that be in his house. So it's like I don't understand what she expects. Like where's her expectation now? The only thing that I could think of, and it's just assumption, is if Blueface is saying stuff to her behind closed doors. Like,
Yeah.
oh, don't worry, I ain't doing nothing. Da da da. You ain't got to worry
Yeah.
about it. But I mean, I seen him publicly say like, hey, like I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to do. So I don't see why she upset. Like if you're gonna be the number one girl in his life, that don't mean that you're the only one, especially if he's telling the whole world. So what you getting mad for? If why you trying to go through his phone? You know what's in there. So
Yeah.
and then she put his hands on him, and I think that's what got her locked up because
Well,
she
that's
kept on
that's my
fighting
whole
the
reason.
security.
That was my whole reason for bringing this up. Blueface. This is my whole reason for bringing this up. Women putting their hands on men. You know what I'm saying? I get
I
it.
would
You're in
never
love.
understand that shit. I would never understand it.
I get it. You're in love. And this is one of the reasons why I brought this up, man. Um, a woman got stomped out by a security guard. I'm trying. I don't know what city this was in, but I had to touch on it. A woman put her hands on a security guard. Right, this happened at a club. When I tell you the security guard turned around and beat the mess out this woman, I'm talking about, fought her like she was a dude. Then he turned around and stomped her out when, like, after he hit her and knocked her out, then he stomped on her. So I say that to say this. He wrong, right? He wrong as hell for doing that. But ladies, it's 2022. I got 3 daughters. I'm gonna tell them, don't put yourself in a position to get done like that. You have no business putting your hand on no man. I don't give a damn how soft you think he is, how much of a bitch you think he is. No woman has no right putting their hands on a man. And if you do, you just put yourself in a man's place. I don't condone this at all. But if you putting your hands on a man and that man turn around and fire off on you, what can you say? You put yourself in that. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody got morals. Not every man got morals. Not every man believes in doing the right thing. Not every man believes in, uh, taking it on the chin if a woman hit them. I'm that type of dude. I know I'm a big dude. I'm not finna be hitting on no woman. You hit me, I'm gonna turn around and walk off. I'm not finna just stand there and let you keep on hitting me. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
But there's like, but when you say, oh, she hit me, so I hit her. Use a sorry excuse for a man. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be the only man that got hit by a woman. You wouldn't be the only man that a woman got mad at you, start swinging on you. When that happens, what are you gonna do about it? You see what I'm saying? You got to be a man. Walk off and don't see. A lot of men be laughing at it. If a woman hit them, they'll get to laughing. They see it as a joke. The more you laughing, the more they trying to hit you. You know what I'm saying? Just nip shit in the bud. You see a woman trying to swing at you. Oh, no, 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 no. We're not doing that. But also walk off from her. You know what I mean? Like, come on now.
Yeah, but you know, this is an interesting topic that we was talking about on the Twitter Spaces a couple weeks ago. It's like, you know, at the same time, I was trying to figure out what give women the what make them feel comfortable doing that, right? And I was really
That's what
trying to
I'm
get
saying. They,
to
they
the
may feel the dude soft. They may feel he a bitch or anything. You see what I'm saying?
right. And so one of my things where I was trying to, you know, talk to some of the women that I know is like, you know, is it the girls that you know that put hands on men? Is it they feel comfortable because of the way the law is set up? Cause I promise you,
That
this shit
too.
is not
That
going
too.
on in it's
That
not
too.
going on in Jamaica like that. I promise you it's not. It's not going on in those Saudi Arabian countries. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit is going down like that. If a woman stand up to a man and start doing some wild shit, a man can kind of do whatever the hell he want. So I'm not saying like that's right at all by no stretch of the means. But I'm saying, do women feel comfortable because they know that it's as easy as just, oh, I could call the
Yep.
cops on you. I could beat the shit out of you, but
Yep.
as soon as you do anything to me, I could just call the cops and y'all you gonna automatically be wrong.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, is that what's embedded in the subconscious? Because that's toxic. You know, the laws is in place to protect both individuals,
Yep.
not to be used as a weapon against the man. You feel me? So
Yep.
that was like an interesting topic that we had because, you know, if it's just based off of women taking advantage of the law, then like we gotta have that conversation because you know these type of situations are gonna keep on happening. And so apparently in certain states, right? I don't know if you brought this up, Eddie, but apparently in certain states, like somebody gotta go to jail if the domestic violence is being reported. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
saying?
You can't call the police a lot of times and waste their time because they're gonna feel like you wasting their time pretty soon. They're
Yeah.
gonna feel like you calling us so many times. Now we feel like we gotta take action. Somebody gotta go. So
So I think women need to be honest about what it is that they feeling like they can get away with when it comes to men, because clearly y'all can't beat men. Clearly y'all not, you know, I mean, there's some women that can. I'm not saying all women, but like, you know, men are just physically just bigger and stronger and most likely faster than a lot of
even
different women.
even if you can, even if you're a woman and you feel like you can, like you got them hands and you can handle yourself with a man, still don't put yourself in that position.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
don't do that. You don't want to do that, man, because you never, like I say, some men got morals, but then some don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They
Yep.
don't believe in that. That's the same kid. Like there was a topic. If a little boy go to school and a little girl hit them, can a little boy hit a little girl back? Let's say the little boy 6 years old. The same little boy that feel like they can hit a little girl when they little, them be the same ones hitting on women when they get older. I feel like it starts when you're that age. If you're 6 years old and you got a little boy, teach your little boy not to hit a woman, hit a girl, no matter what. If you're in school and a little girl hits you, go tell on them, get them in trouble. Don't hit them back though. You know what I'm saying? If you hit them back, that shows your character. That shows a little something about you then. Because who's to say the little girl don't like you? She giving you a love tap. You see what I'm saying?
Which is
Uh,
toxic, but yeah, that could be definitely be a thing. You right
Yeah,
about
so
that.
I would just say if I had a little boy, I ain't got boys, but I would tell him if a little girl hits you, don't ever hit a girl back. Just tell on them, tell on them, get him in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because if you hit a girl back, that's worse on your part. You know what I'm saying? A little girl can hit you, and then you hit them back, you look twice as bad. It don't even matter if the girl hit you first. You see what I'm saying?
So
And
like now this is just getting into like little kid shit, I guess, but it kind of stems into, you know, our community about snitching and stuff like that. Does that do you got to find a balance between uh not hitting back, like don't let anybody press you but not hitting back, and also not being a tattletale, which leads into our society as snitching, you know, because that could be just as damaging, like, you know, you being deemed as a tattletale, you know, in you know your class or your little society or whatever the fuck,
well,
and
well,
now nobody fucking with you because you a tattletale slash a snitch, so that's
well,
like
let
a
me ask
whole
you
nother.
this. Let me ask you this, because I always been taught that a snitch is something that like, okay, me and you work at the same job, and I know you steal something from the job every day, right? And I don't care because I'm stealing my own shit too. While you stealing some, I'm stealing some every day too. Now I get caught stealing one day. Now you off that day. You don't even work that day. And when I get caught, when they pull me in the office and be like, "Hey, we got you stealing a barbecue pit," I say, "Well, yeah, I did steal, man, but I'm not the only one to be stealing around here." You hear
Oh
me? That's
hell no.
snitching. That's snitching, bro. That's
Yeah,
what I
nah,
call
that's
snitching.
big snitching. Yeah, that's
Because
big.
me and you cool, right? Me and you cool. We both do. I know you steal. You know I steal. But I snitched on you to get you in trouble because I got in trouble for it. That's snitching. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
Now,
right.
I don't feel like it's snitching if me and you not cool, right? Me and you not cool. We just work together. I don't too much cut for you. You don't cut for me. We done got into it a few times. Now, I don't steal shit from the store. But I know you take shit every day. Like every day before you leave, you take something, and I snitch on you. Like, hey, I tell the manager, hey man, I think you should watch dude. I think he be taking something when he leave every day. Now is that snitching?
I see where you're going with that.
Because I had a homeboy tell me that's snitching. If you tell on somebody, no matter what, that's snitching. I'm like, no, it ain't, bro. If we not cool, that's not snitching to me.
Yeah, if you're
If I'm
not
not cool with
cool
you, I don't
and
give
you're
a
not
fuck what happened
involved,
to you.
right, right, right. Yeah, to define what snitching is, I think it needs to be another conversation because I mean, if there was like just like you said, like if you wasn't involved with it and you're not cool with that person, then you just telling the truth at that point. But then it also
Right.
becomes like, are you in the streets or not? And I don't know, those street politics get a little weird and dicey sometimes.
That's why I'm saying that's why this is a job. This ain't like that's why I'm saying this ain't nothing like a robbery or selling dope or something like this. Something at the job. That's why I say like when you say are you a innocent bystander? Or are you in the streets? I'm in like I'm a hood dude. You know what I mean? But I'm at work at the end of the day. So it's like like I'm gonna say street rules don't really apply if you at the job. You see what I'm saying?
Right, right.
That's why I'm gonna ask you again like so, like in your opinion, do you think that's snitching? Like I had a partner to say, "Yeah, I see you as a snitch." That to tell on a dude for stealing, that's snitching. And I'm like, "Nah, bro, not if we not cool." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I think you would have to either be one involved with them or like you said, two, uh, friends or something like that. And if,
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
neither
That's
one
the
of
way
those
I see
apply,
snitching.
yeah, because then at that point you're just a civilian. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing
Yeah.
nothing wrong. You're not in shit. You just telling the truth at whatever point. So, and it's really up to the person not to get caught. If you're gonna be in that life doing weird shit, you know what I'm
And let me
saying?
say
Like you
this,
got to take what
sacred.
come with it.
Right is right and wrong is wrong. That's the way I see it. If
Right.
me and you cool and you stealing, I'm gonna look the other way. We cool. But if we not cool, why should I not? You see what I'm saying? Like you stealing from the company, you taking away from my bonus check. Why not should I tell on you? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let me ask you then, Southern, because this is a conversation I have with a lot of people, right? And I pretty much get the same answer, but I mean, I give my perspective. But how you feel on the whole 6ix9ine situation? You feel like he like that was snitching?
Um, all right, let me tell you this is how I feel about 6ix9ine.
And then I'll
I
give you
feel
my
like
opinion afterwards.
I feel like no, in 6ix9ine case, that's not snitching because they was enemies. And the same thing with John Gotti and with John Gotti and Sammy the Bull. Sammy the Bull snitched on John Gotti and got him locked up, right? But it's because they was into it already. They already had recordings of John Gotti snitching on Sammy the Bull also. You see what I'm saying? And saying that he was the one responsible for these murders. That he wasn't. So when it turned on him, the people showed him the recordings, and it's like, damn, John Gotti was snitching on me. Well, fuck it. Since we doing that, John Gotti's the head of the whole operation. He's the one that did everything. Do you see what I'm saying? It becomes tick for tack,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
chess game. Who could hurt who the most? I feel like 6ix9ine won, and that's not a form of snitching. He won the chess game. You see what I'm saying?
So
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I feel like it's their fault, bro. That gang, that blood, that 9 trade gangster bloods, it's their fault because y'all shouldn't have brought no innocent bystander in and then turn on him and then give him the leeway to hurt you more than you could hurt him. You see what I'm saying?
Right, right, right. And to be totally honest, I really feel like 6ix9ine with all the shits. Or the perspective that I take is like snitching is like a number one, don't do it in the hood. But when you turn on your family, when you turn on your gang and you start doing, you rob them, you get them amped up, you trying to
Mm-hmm.
fuck his baby moms, you threatening his
Mm-hmm.
kids and his parents and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. When you turn on your family and your gang and your friends, that then anything goes. Like that's like
Yep.
I feel like that's the worst thing that you could do because now it's just like you turning on someone that know everything about you. You turning on somebody that's the closest to you. So
Yep.
I feel like that's the number one violation. If you family, if you friends, if you gang, you're supposed to stick together. The minute you start doing shiesty shit to the people in your circle, you can't be mad at what happens from that. The
Yeah.
worst thing you could do is turn on somebody that's closest to you because they know everything about you. They know where all your weak spots is at. And if they know a weaker point in you than you know of them, then hey, you got to take that on the chin because you done
Let me
turned
ask
on
you
your
this.
gang.
Here go a perfect example, bro. You work at almost you work at Home Depot, right? And they call you in the office. They say, "Hey, man, we know you've been stealing. We know you've been taking water heaters and fucking air conditions, and we know you've been taking shit from here the last year. We just gonna give you a chance to come clean and tell us the truth and why. You know what I'm saying? And then you like what? Come to find out that when you like, nah, man, you ain't got me on camera. You ain't got. Please show me if I stole something on camera. Then they hit you with, well, we don't really have to show you on camera because your friend, so and so, they told us that you've been stealing here from a year. Now we already let him go, but we already let him go. So you gonna tell us the truth now? Because dude already said you've been stealing. You know what I'm saying? Now really they didn't let him go. They just told you that. So then you say, well, shit, I ain't. He said I've been stealing. Man, he been taking shit every day. You know what I'm saying? Like he been taking shit. He been taking shit the whole time he been working. Matter of fact, he the one that told me how to take shit from here. Right? That's what that's like, bro. That's like, oh, you gonna try to bring me down? Okay, well I'm gonna really hit you where it hurt. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
basically, like the that's why I say 6ix9ine. He at first I did say, oh yeah, he a rat. He this, he that. But then when I seen interviews with him and he got to saying more of his story, I said to myself, damn, he ain't had no choice. You know what I'm saying?
That's what
What are
I
you
be
gonna do?
saying. They
What are
left
you
them
gonna do?
no
Look, they
choice.
threatening his mom, threatening his girlfriend, and then you supposed to do 20 years for them.
Not only do 20 years for them, do 20 years in the place where they at while they still trying to kill you. So you gotta fight for your life with the same gang that basically brought the whole shit
Yep,
down and still
yep,
trying to kill you for
yep,
20 years. Nah, I don't
yep.
know if
See, it's different,
I
bro.
don't
Like
know.
like Bobby Schmurder, he got hit with the same kind of thing. The only thing is, him and his gang didn't fall out. So if Bobby Schmurder would have went in and snitched on everybody, he would have been a straight snitch. You see what I'm
See,
saying?
that's the
Nobody never
difference.
got into
Right.
it or nothing.
Yeah, yep. They was all solid with each other, so there was no point in doing
Yeah.
no shit. That is the biggest.
Same thing with Young Thug. If Young Thug get out in the next 2 months, you know what I'm saying, or gonna, that mean he done snitched on his people he was doing all this dirt with. You see what I'm saying? They ain't fell out. But I think
Yo,
somebody in YSL already done turned.
nah, yeah, I was watching some shit. They had some hearing the other day, and I think they was talking about some snitches that was already within the gang type of shit.
Yep.
And that's crazy because it's just like it seemed like they had that whole team been solid. I know Gunna looked like he's stressing in there. He ain't really built for that life.
Yeah, but
Doug
Gunna,
looked like
bro,
he ready
Gunna
for
just
whatever.
signed Young Thug, bro. Like, I
Yeah,
don't even think he been signing him nothing but a year or two. He just basically got in the wrong place, wrong time type shit,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Gunna look like he's stressed out of that motherfucker. As a matter of fact, there was a recess during the last hearing that they had, and then Doug was like, "What up, one?" Like basically saying what up to Gunna, like while they was on the Zoom call. And this
Mm.
nigga Gunna looked like he was so hesitant to unmute that mic to say what up to Doug. And then both attorneys, once they started
Who
like saying
you?
what up back and forth, dude, the attorney was like, your mic is on. Said it to one and then said it to Thug, like, hey, like, stop talking to each other. We in the middle of court recess. I don't care if court is active right now. Y'all gotta chill the fuck out. Like, And I
Hmm.
think Doug was checking on Gunner, like making sure, like, we still solid, like you good, bro. You look like you real stressed out over there. Don't do no
Hmm.
dumb shit, bro. Yeah, that
Hmm.
shit get crazy. But yeah, they got like a whole like 4 hour 4 hour something on Thug and Gunner.
Damn. Another thing I want to talk about. I don't know if you heard about it. A 17-year-old gets shot 18 times, right? For dissing a kingpin online. Now this dude got a YouTube following. 17-year-old out of Mexico. I didn't forgot his name, but you can just put in 17-year-old from Mexico viral and he'll pop up. Little short, little Spanish dude. Um, he party a lot, right? And he's a YouTuber that parties a lot, and that's what he do on his channel. He party, he do a bunch of stuff, but he's super loved. You know what I'm saying? Well, this dude, the fame start getting to him, the money start getting to him, and he disses a kingpin from Mexico. Like 2 days later, that kingpin sent some hitters to holler at him, and they shot that boy up, man, 18 times. I brought this up to say this internet cloud ain't worth it, man. You know what I mean? Like it ain't worth it. It just straight up ain't worth it, man. If you have a YouTube channel, of course everybody want their YouTube channel to be successful. But if you got to do that by tarnishing other people's name or you know throwing shit on somebody else's name to make yours look better, it's not gonna work. And this YouTube shit is not going nowhere. You want loyal, you want loyal subscribers, man. You don't want people who's just subscribe to you just because you a shit talker or you in some controversial all the time.
You think that's the reason why he started talking crazy just for clout?
Not necessarily. I really think that he thought he was untouchable. You know, the more money you get, the more big headed you get. Also, when you got a team behind you, steady telling you the shit, you know what I mean? You get big headed, man, and pretty soon people think they untouchable. How many people with money and power thought they was untouchable? You know what I'm saying? You'll see
Word.
a rapper and be like, "Oh, he was in a rough neighborhood without no security. He thought he was untouchable. He thinking ain't nobody finna fuck with me." That's what I mean by untouchable. You know what I'm saying? I got millions of dollars. I got this. I got that. Ain't nobody fucking with me. I done heard a celebrity say, "Wouldn't nobody even want to fuck with me?" Like, ain't nobody gonna touch me. I go somewhere with $3 million in jewelry on. Ain't nobody gonna touch me. That's a form of ego. That's a form of ego, man. So I think this
Right.
17-year-old boy, you can't forget he's 17. So that's an ego trip right there. And then you done made millions of dollars. Like, let's say you made it over a span of a year. That's very fucking quick to become a millionaire, man. And when I notice people who become rich fast, they don't know how to handle it because you could say that they really didn't deserve it if they get it that fast. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it in a hating way, like they didn't deserve it. What I mean by that is you can have a person that's struggling with a drug problem, right? And then this dude become a millionaire and he died the next 2 3 days because he already had a problem. All that money don't do nothing but intensify you. If you're an asshole, money gonna make you more of an asshole. If you always in your feelings and sentimental, money ain't gonna do nothing but make that worse.
It's gonna
Like
bring
money
out the
enhances
real
people.
you, basically.
Yeah, money enhances people. It enhances the real you. So you know what I mean? That's all it does. So if you an asshole, you a clout chaser. If you get a little money, that's finna go up even 3 more notches. You know what I'm saying? If you was arrogant, the asshole, and you become rich, oh man, shit, you finna become even more of an asshole. You know what I mean?
But see,
So
my logical mind, like I don't know the details of the situation. But if I got rich underneath the kingpin, which means the kingpin is richer than me, why would I start talking shit about that person, especially if that kingpin is doing other business deals? Because if a 17-year-old trying you, then your ops or your business partners is gonna try you too. So it's like I gotta put a
yeah,
stop to that. I can't let
yeah,
somebody talk a 17-year-old talk crazy to me because now this other kingpin on the
yep,
on the other side of this borderline is gonna try me too.
yep.
And then
And
my
this
ops
dude,
gonna
he
try to try
did
me.
This guy he dissed was kind of like a El Chapo in Mexico. He's a straight drug lord. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
nah,
saying? Kind of
that
like a
kid bugging.
cartel leader.
Yeah, that kid bugging.
But that's clout chasing, bro. That's clout chasing for you. And I pray and I hope nothing happens to Charleston White. You know what I'm saying? I can't say this enough. I hope nothing
You
happens to
think
that
you
dude.
think he be cloud chasing too much? Because
I think it
it seems
started
like he
off
be
as
saying
that.
some truth, but like
Yeah.
he do be talking a lot. I ain't gonna lie.
I think it started off as that. Like cloud chasing, let me get my name out there. Now that he well known, that nigga be preaching like a motherfucker, bro. I think that was his whole. I think that was his whole thing, bro. To get his name out there, to get it. You know what I'm saying? Now that he out there, every
Yeah.
video he got be straight preaching, bro. He don't be. You know what I'm saying? You know when I see a person like Charleston White, bro, I just see a person that believe in something, and he ready to die for what he believe in. That's what I see when I see Charleston White, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
I see a person that was in gang violence and realized that he made some wrong decisions, and now he hate gangs so much, and he want to stop. You know, the children are our future, and the youth is our future. I think he trying to hit our youth so hard with stop the gang violence and stop want to be in a gang that he willing to die for that. And I can't do nothing but respect that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Now
Now,
there was one comment that I heard, which I'm kind of like on the fence about, where he was describing how prison is good for gang members and shit like that, how it rehabilitates them. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that because I never been to prison before. Now he
some
said
people,
prison changed his life, but I don't know how I feel about wishing prison on other black males type
yeah,
of
because you
shit.
may
You know what
not
I'm
never
saying?
make it out.
Right.
Prison ain't for everybody, man. Some people may not make it out, and some people go to prison and get hit with even more years because they kill somebody while they in there. You see what I'm
You feel
saying?
me? Just trying to defend themselves or get
Yeah,
into it with
yeah.
with another. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, man. You never know what you're capable of until you get hit in that position. Like until you get backed into a corner, you never know what you could do. Remember the Incredible Hulk? That motherfucker never turned into Incredible Hulk until he got mad. You see what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
So you never know
That's a
what
fact.
you never know what you capable of doing until you get like super mad. You know what I mean? So you can say you ain't no murderer, but let a motherfucker push you into a corner. Um, man, innocent bystanders getting killed left and right. If you go like, I bring this story up just to talk about gun violence and how quick people are to pull their gun out. A woman get into it with her friend. Now they sitting in the same car. Woman get into it with her friend, pull a gun out, and try to shoot her friend, point blank range. The friend must have moved out the way right at the right time. A car passing by end up getting shot by the woman. You know what I'm saying? By I think she shot the gun 3 times. The car on the side of her going down the street got hit. The dude got hit in the back of the head. You know what I'm saying? And now that woman faces 2 murder charges. And I say that to say, damn, don't be so quick to pull your gun out, man. If you get into it with somebody, first try to work it out with words. Second, man, put your dukes up, man. Whatever happened to like I don't know, man. I can't really say that because you be trying to fight, motherfucker, shoot you.
Yeah, I mean
So
that's what happened to King Von, right? They was
yep,
trying to throw
yep,
hands, and then all of a sudden they pull out the shit. But in some
yep.
places
Nigga say
that's
I'm
the
not doing
law.
no
You could defend
fighting.
yourself. Yeah,
Yeah, so I can't really say that, man. All I can say is shit, be careful, man, and everything ain't gotta end with gun violence. Let me just say that. Just because you get into a altercation with somebody, you get into an argument, you ain't gotta pull your gun out. So I'm gonna just be real. Some people just trigger happy. And when you got a pistol that you've been having for a year or two, and you ain't never got a chance to use that motherfucker,
you
don't
be
let
ready
just
to use
anything
it.
be that reason to pull that bitch out and use it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because I
It
think that
can't
be
be an
people problem.
emotional thing, right? It can't be emotional. It got to be like just in defense. It got to be,
Right,
hey,
right, right. That's exactly right. It got to be in defense. Oh, girl wasn't in defense. You just have an argument with somebody and just tried to be an aggressor. That's No, she finna get exactly what's coming to her. I hate
Damn
to
it.
say it, but
You said
she
that she
finna get
shot
what's coming
somebody
to
else
her.
in the back of the head. Is that what happened?
Yeah,
Like a
a car that was
bystander?
passing by ended up hitting the person in the back of the head with a stray bullet.
Damn.
But you know, this kind of shit happens all the time, though, man. Oh yeah, okay, okay. Here go one, bro. Now you tell me your thoughts on this. I be getting a little shit like shit out of hood news and clips. Like all everything I bring up is to have a discussion about it, and it's kind of like a topic. But in Atlanta, Atlanta's getting real bad. By the way, man, it used to be just a city for it used to be kind of like Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? A city you know is all black. Atlanta. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
And people bigged each other up. People support each other in Atlanta. It's not like other cities. You know what I'm saying? People support each other. People from Atlanta. They all want to grow. You know what I'm saying? They all want to help each other. They all want to get money. Now Atlanta's starting to become a little different. Motherfuckers at war, killings all the time. By being in the South, the gun control laws is lenient as they ever been. So you got motherfuckers walking around with Dracos and AKs and all kind of shit, man. But here goes the topic. You got a 53-year-old cab driver, right? 5 kids call him for a ride. 3 males, 2 females. Now I don't know where they was going in Atlanta, but when they get to their destination, no, I take that back. This ain't even in Atlanta. This in New York. This happened in the Bronx. So they catch a ride to the Bronx. I don't know where they was from, but they go to the Bronx. When they get there, they pull the old okey doke. You know when you you need a ride but you ain't got no money. Especially back in the day, you would call a cab and act like you finna pay him. As soon as you get to your destination, you hop out and take off running. Just haul ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
that shit crazy.
I done did it before myself.
Eddie,
Yeah.
no, not you.
Yeah,
That
man.
shit crazy.
You hey, but like I say, it gotta be hard times, bro. When you come across hard times, my nigga, I do anything when I come across hard times. Believe that. I remember one time my baby was little, I needed some baby formula. My nigga, I grabbed an empty grocery bag, went up in Walmart. This back when before they had them locked up. This back when you could just go on the shelf and get one. I grabbed that can of Similac, pull that thing back, walk around the store emptying it in my my
Hey,
Menards bag
yo.
or my Walmart bag, put that bitch in my pocket, leave up out of there. I got a whole can of Similac in this bag right here. You know, Similac like $16, bro.
Yeah, and you're
You
doing
gotta
it
do
for the
what you gotta
baby, so
do.
I can't even be mad at that, man.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
it's
it's for
about
my
the
baby.
kids, yeah, that's different situations.
Yeah, yeah,
I
you gotta
pray
do what you gotta
nobody be
do.
in them type of situations where they got to do that for their kids and stuff like that. But I can understand that more than just robbing somebody or just taking shit just to be taking shit. If you're doing it to feed your kids, hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Yep,
Babies can't starve, so
yep. But yeah, this 53-year old cab driver, right? So 3 males, 2 females, they get dropped off in the Bronx. The kids take off running. Now the cab driver, I guess that nigga say, man, you got me fucked up. That nigga get out of his car and take off running after him. Big mistake. Big mistake. I knew that when just hearing this story, I knew that was a mistake. You don't ever take off running after somebody, especially if they're already in their hood. Like where they wanted to go, you definitely don't do that. But anyway, he take off running after the dude. The dudes corner him off. I guess they ran into an alley. You know what I'm saying? Got him cornered off. All 5 of them beat the shit out this man. And while they beating him, it's like 5-on-1, right? While they beating him, one of the dudes get into position to sneak punch him. You know how they do when they jumping. One person gonna stand back and wait to get his lick in. It's the dude. He's sitting back waiting to get his lick in, right? But he trying to get a mean ass lick in. I guess he trying to knock him out off of one. So while everybody's stomping on him, punching on him, whatever, this dude come and hit him blind slide from the back. Just straight sucker punch. Dude fall out, hit his head on the ground. He never wake up. He went from being unconscious to dead. He just never woke up from hitting his head on the ground. So
Yes. So
now,
is that a murder then, a
yeah,
manslaughter or some shit?
yeah. So now it's all been all these 5 kids have been charged with murder, even the females that was with him. Now I say that to say this, man.
That's crazy.
Watch what the fuck you doing. A lot of these females, they just there. Now they finna get hit with the murder charge. You know what I'm saying? Watch what you do. Watch the company you keep. If you got somebody that's on the side of you, that's your man, that's your partner, make sure he on the same shit you on. You know what I'm saying? I done had friends like that too. A motherfucker who damn near got me locked up doing some stupid shit while I'm around them. The company you keep, man, that's a lot of reflection on you. And not only is it a reflection on you, but them motherfuckers can get you locked up. So what? They ready to do something stupid and throw away their freedom. Them motherfuckers would do something stupid and get your freedom taken away too. So you got to watch that, man. I would tell
I
any
think that
youngsters
was the
out
reason
there.
why they implemented the RICO charge, right? So if you any way affiliated with any type of shit, they could just throw you in that whole batch. Like, yeah, you with the same shit that we charging them over there for, and you ain't even
Yeah,
basically did nothing. You might have just picked up the phone or gave this motherfucker a phone number, but it was to
yeah,
some illegal shit. Now you getting charged with the same shit. So yeah, that company that you keep is a real thing these days, for real.
yeah. I'm finna, man. That's even to segue me in the story time, man. I once knew a dude named Junior, and his dad worked at the hospital. Dad had a good job. Mom got a good job. Matter of fact, I take that back. This dude named Junior worked at the hospital. I don't know where his dad worked at, but his family had money, whatever. Now this dude Junior, he lived in South Dallas. You know what I'm saying? It's just people they from the South. Now it's a lot of drug selling over here. You know what I'm saying? You could be a dude living growing up a straight way. You know what I'm saying? In the church, doing this and that. And by you being in the South, your best friend could be a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the neighborhood, the environment. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this guy. This kind of happened to him. He wasn't into drugs. He wasn't into no trapping and drug selling and all that old kind of mess. But he lived in the hood. And by him living in the hood, his friends, I'm pretty sure people he went to elementary school with, on up, high school, now he grown. They sell dope. They do whatever. You know what I mean? Now, long story short, man, this dude, his best friend sell drugs. He got a trap house. And by this being his best friend, he would chill, at his house all the time. Well, the guy's friend get robbed one day. 3 dudes run up in the house. They kill everybody in the house. Junior, he was asleep on the couch. He got killed, shot up, just being in his friend's house. He ain't got nothing to do with drug selling. He ain't got nothing to do with nothing. He
Damn.
just visiting his friend, got sleepy, wanted to take a nap, took a nap on his couch. And that just segue into watch the company you keep, man. Watch your friends. Don't let your friends be the reason why you lose your freedom or your life. Choose your friends wisely.
Your friends
You
and
can't
your
judge a book by its
environment.
cover.
And
Huh?
your environment. I said, and your environment, because you in the wrong
Yeah.
environment could be just as detrimental to your future. Be in the
Right.
wrong place at the wrong time.
Right. I think about that also. Had Junior been in the suburbs instead of in the South all his life, would have found better friends. You know what I'm saying? It's just little things to think about, man. That's why I bring this shit up. If you young, youngsters, any youngsters watching, just be mindful of that, man. Watch your friends. Watch the people you keep around you. Some people don't give a fuck about their life. Do you care about yours? Care about your life more and enough to stay away from people that don't.
Facts.
I'm gonna end it right there. Hey, this is my boy Sacred, man. I met him on the Twitter. Good dude, very smart, very intellectual, and know what he's talking about. If you ever, like when I first heard about flat Earth, I thought motherfuckers was crazy. You know what I'm saying? The more you learn, the more shit be making sense. You know what I'm saying? And my dude, he got Flat Earth Fridays on Twitter Spaces. Check him
Yes,
out. I be
sir.
in there. Um, we just always have a good conversation every week. and it's all about facts and bringing up knowledge and just learning stuff. And every once in a while, we have a little heated. It be heated exchanges in there, but man, it's all love at the end of the day. Ain't no
Right.
disrespectfulness, and ain't nothing we could come back from. So I just want to
Right.
say shout outs to you, man. You are my first guest ever on my Southern Opinion, bro. Salute to you.
Hey man,
You know what
appreciate
I'm
you having
saying?
me, gang. I was in here the past couple streams. I was like, yeah, I gotta go show Southern some love because he be pulling up to my shit on Twitter. So I want to come and slide, have some good conversation. Because just like you said, we always had a good conversation. There's always a great build, no matter which way it go. And you know, you solid, bro. So appreciate you, gang.
Yeah, yeah. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate everybody for watching. This is my Southern Opinion, Eddie's World, episode 8. Man, if I tell you a duck can pull a truck, you already know you can hook them up. I'll holler at y'all next week, episode 9. I got some more videos coming. Um, Battle rap, you know, Summer Madness is coming. And Sacred. Hey, Summer Madness is the biggest thing with battle rap, bro. So if you want to see some good shit, look up Summer Madness too. Um, Loaded Lux
Yeah, ain't hold up,
versus
ain't there? Because I was looking at some battle raps earlier. Ain't there a Summer Madness 12 coming up or something like that?
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the biggest
Oh,
event of
okay,
the whole year. That's the
okay,
biggest
okay,
one.
okay. Yep.
It's gonna be in Raleigh, North Carolina. So far, they got Swamp and Tay Rock and JC and Sue Surf. Sue Surf and Tay Rock are the biggest names in battle rap right now.
Yeah,
So
right. Yep.
that just letting you know how big Summer Madness finna be.
Yeah, they were saying that Sue Surf is like on the A side, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
JC's
Yeah,
on the
he
bottom
one of
side.
the he one of the top tiers of battle rap. I hope Charlie Clips gets to be on Summer Madness. That's one of my favorite battle rappers. But it's getting good, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you like, this is a good time to get into battle rap. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just getting better and better. And if you ever want to know some good matchups to look at, some good battles, holler at me, inbox me, man. I know some that'll shit'll have your ass hooked, just like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was into battle rap like years ago, and I kind of like fell off of it from a little bit, and coming back into it, seeing all the new personalities, even though it might be like old to some people who've been into it recently, it's good to see like new content, not a lot of new rappers, the metaphors and some of the bars and the energy is crazy these days. The punchlines is crazy, so yeah, I enjoy it, man. I think I'm gonna start actually dialing back in. I actually tap back in when I started hearing you talk about it on your channel. So I appreciate you delivering the information every week, man.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much
yeah.
daily for real. So
Yep. And that's what I try to that's another reason why I made my channel, man. I made my channel for the new people. You know what I'm saying? For the new people in the battle rap, because I know this shit steady growing. So if you notice on my recaps, I'm always doing like a quick breakdown of who the battle rapper is before
yeah,
I do the little recap, just in case people don't know. Because it's hard doing a recap on something and don't nobody know nothing about it. So I try to give a little crypt description of like where they from and what they known for. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Little
because that
shit
should
like that.
matter too. Because when you listening to the battle raps and you might not catch a line because you don't know the history, and that's what I love
Yep.
about battle rap
Yep.
because they'll incorporate like real life shit into their stuff. So if you're not really tapped in or you don't know like some of the background to some of the rappers, you're not really gonna catch some of them
Yep.
punchlines.
Yep. Hey, but got a little homework for you, man. Look at Calico versus Fonz. This is a fire ass battle. Tell me
I
who
think
you tell
I
me who you
seen
say
that one.
won.
I think
You
I
think?
seen that. That's the dude with the dreads, and the other
Yeah.
dude kind of looked like Biz Markie a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the dude with the dreads with the glasses, he rapped like a poet. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, no, you streamed that. That's where I seen it. I think you
Okay.
streamed. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
you
That's it.
streamed it.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Yup,
Yep.
yup. That shit was cool. I didn't really get some of the references though. I don't know. What the dude with the dreads was? He's Calico. He's
Yeah,
who's
yeah,
who's the
yeah.
one with the dreads? And his father do something like his father's
No,
in.
his father is blackface. He was in BMF.
Ah, that's what it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. See, I didn't even know that. So they was bringing up the BMF references and shit, and I'm like, damn. See, I didn't even realize like some of this history. That's what I be talking about. So yeah, but I seen that. That was a good one.
Hey, you know what's a good battle, bro? For like, cause they don't do a lot of good references, and you ain't got to be like know the history of it to know what they talking about. Charlie Clips versus Chess. It's at Chris Brown house. Check that video
Charlie
out.
Clips versus Chess.
Yeah, it's at Chris Brown house on his basketball court.
Oh,
And
at literal Chris Brown shit, like literally at Chris
yeah,
Brown.
they at Chris Brown house. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Check that battle out, bro, because the niggas say shit about Rihanna and just about them
Oh
being at Chris
yeah.
Brown house. It's a lot of Chris Brown references and shit like that. So it's like it's battle rap, but it don't have no big storyline to it. You see what I'm saying? So you can
What's
know what they
the what's the
talking
two
about.
names again? Charlie.
Chess, yeah, Chess versus Clips. You could just put that in; it'll pop right up.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, man, I'm gonna holler at you later. I'll be on the space in a little bit, man. Let me get my mind together. If you know
Yeah,
what I
we
mean.
doing so we doing therapy Thursdays with Vintage Radio tonight. So everyone come, speak your piece
Already.
about whatever might be on your mind. Then we doing Flatter Fridays on my Twitter page. Talk about conspiracies, shape of the earth, government lies, some truth, applied physics and math, because we always come with the facts when we talk about the conspiracies. And then
Thank
for all the music heads, we do Sunday night service with Asia J. Artists, poets, NFT music, rappers, producers, instrument people who play instruments. So is it instrumentalists? I don't know how to say the word. All different type of music stuff. We just try to hold platforms for everybody to get their art off, get their perspective off, have a voice, and kind of bring all the like minds together. People who like to have conversations. So, and Eddie, one of
right.
them. He be in our spaces all the time, showing support. So appreciate you, Southern gang shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate everybody for watching, man. This another one. Holler at y'all next week. Everybody have a blessed week, man. Enjoy yourself and stay positive. And if you can, give somebody a compliment. It don't cost nothing. We holler at y'all later.
Likewise, gang.